Daniel Ricciardo is set to part company with McLaren at the end of the season. Daniel Ricciardo is reportedly in advanced talks with Mercedes as he looks to cement his next position in F1. The Aussie will be axed by McLaren at the end of the year, and he is poised to take up the role of reserve driver with the Silver Arrows for the 2023 season, providing negotiations progress smoothly. Ricciardo has struggled to match teammate Lando Norris during his spell with McLaren. A 45-point gap last season has widened to a 61-point difference this time around, and team boss Zak Brown has decided that enough is enough. Former F2 champion Oscar Piastri is poised to take Ricciardo's place, leaving him to scramble for a new position with seats rapidly filling up. It was thought that Haas and Williams remain possibilities, but recent meetings with Mercedes may have steered him away from a regular spot on the starting grid. According to Canal Plus via Crash.net, Ricciardo's camp are now in advanced talks with the Silver Arrows about taking on the reserve driver role behind Lewis Hamilton and George Russell. Hamilton is out of contract at the end of next season and Ricciardo may be eyeing up his seat, with the 37-year-old coming towards the end of his career. The seven-time world champion has struggled to make his usual impact this season and trails Russell in the points standings. Ricciardo has 8 Grand Prix wins on his sparkling F1 CV with spells at HRT, Toro Rosso, Red Bull and Renault all coming over the last decade. He achieved an impressive 5th place in Singapore on Sunday and led McLaren to a historic 1-2 ahead of Lando Norris at Monza last year. Speculation linking Ricciardo to Mercedes kicked into overdrive at the weekend when the Aussie was spotted leaving their hospitality in the Singapore paddock. Hopes of replacing Hamilton in the long term were recently dented when Silver Arrows boss Toto Wolff claimed that the Brit could continue racing for another 5 years. "I'm still keen to be part of F1," said Ricciardo last week. "Of course, Plan A would be on the grid, so nothing's changed. But as I said, I don't want to just jump at the first seat available. I know the landscape has probably changed as well at the end of next year with contracts or whatever, so I'm remaining open. My team is talking to pretty much everyone, and they are having conversations. So we are just trying to put it all together and figure out what makes the most sense. So it's not that they're not interested, and while I'm not coming from a place of overconfidence, we are just doing our due diligence and figuring out what's best." Hamilton previously stated that Ricciardo is too talented to take up a reserve driver role. "He should be racing," said the 7-time world champion. "He has earned the right to be among us racing. If he's a part of our team, then great. But that role isn't what's best for him. If I was managing him, he'd be racing."